Pokemon Scarlet Violet version 1.3.0 is now out as of just a couple of hours ago. We're gonna have a look at all the patch notes to show you guys what has updated in the game and whether or not you want to actually make the decision to do the update. First thing I want to show off in this update is not something that's in the patch notes. It's not something that's discussed by Pokemon at all, and that is the removal of Pokemon that have already been found in the data. They're just straight up removed from the data in 1.3.0 now. The Unova starters are gone, Kalos starters are gone, Carbink and Galar starters are gone, but we already do have the Galar starters, so I'm not sure what's going on there. They might be talking about the other two here. Either way, they're removing Pokemon from the update. However, it's important to note that that does not mean these Pokemon are not going to be making an appearance. This might be to just cover their ass, actually, because it feels like Pokemon or Game Freak are extremely behind on everything to do with Scarlet Violet, so having removed these might be just to save face later when they do not appear. If they do manage to get things done and do manage to catch up to their work schedule, they might end up adding these again, and then we'll just have them in the DLC or something like that. So just keep that in mind. It's not definitive that these are removed from the game. They may still make an appearance in the game later on. However, it does really indicate that Game Freak is extremely behind on their workload for this game. Like I said, the patch notes don't go into any of this, but they do go into a couple of fixes that we should check out. So first thing on the list is support for trainers who caught an egg instead of Walking Wake and Iron Leaves in the Terra Raid battles. If people were playing the game when the update 1.2.0 came out, they would have had access to these new raids for Iron Leaves and Walking Wakes. However, without having updated the game, those Pokemon were not in the game yet. They were able to go into the raids and literally catch a bad egg. They were able to catch an egg, and a bad egg is a really bad glitchy Pokemon in the game. You're not able to use it. It does not hatch. I think that's a question a lot of people are curious about. It does not hatch. It's just you can't get rid of it. It's just there, and it's not always safe. It can also sometimes cause corruption to your save file and things like that. However, the Pokemon Company's first order of business here was to fix that problem. They say they fixed it, and they're giving people who caught those another chance to catch Walking Wake and Iron Leaves in the new event that's coming on the May the 1st. This will be back again for 2 weeks on May the 1st, beginning on May the 1st. So you will be able to catch these two Pokemon once again if you did not be able to catch them properly last time, if you caught the glitchy egg. As for people who already caught one of these already legit normally after updating the game, I don't know if you're going to be able to catch this again, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. Either way, my giveaways are still doing these two Pokemon at the moment, or rather, my giveaway at the moment this week is doing Walking Wakes. Next week, it'll be Iron Leaves. Should be able to get them if you want. Either way, that is all of the information here for this part of the update. Now, the next, moving on, feature adjustments. All they did here was give more time to enter competitions. Entries will be allowed until friendly competition ends instead of began. Okay, so that's fair. That's all right. I think that will help people get their hands on some of the exclusive bag accessories we were covering lately, because some people either forget to register in time or they just forget to do the battles themselves. There's a bunch of different walls, different issues for people to get in there who aren't used to doing competitions, so you just have to keep on top of that stuff yourself. Link battles. All right, Link battles had bugs. Fixed a bug where swap in just before the selection timer reaches 0 could fail to switch the selected Pokemon and subsequently cause switching and the battle itself to act abnormally. Yeah, you know, I can only imagine what that could be like. I haven't really been doing Link battles myself, but there have been quite a lot of issues already with battles that they've been doing in the game that they're trying to fix, and the last update was supposed to fix one, didn't really cover the fix that they needed. So let's move on here. Fixed a bug in Link battles where once the remaining time for the battle was under 1 minute, it would no longer be displayed where it was supposed to. Such a basic UI thing. I don't know how they're only fixing this 5 months after the game is out. I don't know. Either way, fix the bug that occurred in Link battles where, depending on the move being used at the time a Pokemon fainted, the amount of time a trainer received to select their next Pokemon was reduced. Man, it's such basic stuff. Like, how are these problems? I honestly don't know. And battles in general, fixed a bug where Chud Chew ability would trigger once every 2 turns after it triggered the first time, contrary to what is written in the ability description. Okay, so it's just another move description that's just wrong, or the move is not doing what it's supposed to do. Interesting. Here's another one. This is the one that they weren't able to fix. Fix the bug that occurred when Zoroark terrestrialized while using its illusion ability to disguise itself as another Pokemon. On the check status screen, the terrestrialized Zoroark's type would be displayed as the original type of the Pokemon it had disguised itself as, rather than Zoroark's Terra type. And this was a problem they were supposed to have fixed in the last update, but they didn't. Oh, but they tried, and they just weren't able to. Next up, fix the bug that occurred when Zoroark used his illusion ability to disguise himself as another Pokemon. This bug caused Zoroark's type on the chat status screen to display incorrectly. Yeah, so this whole section here was the problem they tried to fix in the last update that they failed to fix. It's bringing me back flashbacks of the ILCA days with BDSP, where they attempted to fix these major useful glitches like 3 times before they even made any progress, so it's pretty fun. Next up here, fix the bug in double battles with moves that cause stat changes for the Pokemon using the moves. This bug caused the stat changes to incorrectly happen twice if the user hit 2 opposing Pokemon. Oh my god. With the move while an opposing Pokemon was behind substitute. That's really cool. That's kind of interesting. Alright, so a substitute glitch that allowed an enemy to power up twice instead of once because they were able to hit the substitute as well as another Pokemon. Alright, next up here is a big one. Pokemon Go connectivity. Fix the main issue causing the game to crash on the screen. Used to pair with Pokemon Go account. Now this is interesting. This is all they say about Pokemon Go connectivity, because there are speculations about Pokemon Go connectivity having caused the issues for save files to corrupt. They didn't mention that at all. Pokemon Company has not acknowledged that whatsoever yet, except Pokemon Japan has stated that they have been fixing people's save files who have had that issue. They did not acknowledge it's come from anything in their game or anything like that. They just acknowledged that they've been fixing the issue in Japan here for some people who had their files crashed, and it was quite a hassle to try and get around to doing that as well. You have to fill out paperwork, you got to send your Switch in and all this stuff, you got to re-download your game when you get it back. It's quite a hassle. Either way, it looks like they haven't mentioned anything to do with it being connected to Pokemon Go, just a game crashing when you're trying to pair with your Pokemon Go account, which I think is a big red flag for the save file issue anyway. They could look further into it, but judging by some of these things, you know, I'm not sure I'm pretty sure they've maxed out their abilities on this front here. Finally, we're into other, folks. Fix the bug affecting trainers who received History and Zoroark from Mystery Gift screen as an early purchase bonus without having seen Zoroark before in the game, which made it appear incorrectly on their Pokédexes. Okay, so you got the wrong Zoroark appearing on your Pokédex because you weren't able to see, or you did not see, the original Zoroark in Scarlet Violet before receiving the mystery gift. Voila, you know, there you go. Whatever, it's okay. But either way, you would have still gotten the proper Pokemon, so it's not really a big issue, but it's fixed. And then other select bug fixes have been implemented. Big doubts about that, but we'll see what happens. Probably new bugs have been introduced. Hopefully we find out what they are if people are still playing the game, and we can see. That's it for all the updates for this version 1.3.0. Just a little side note, my giveaway bots are currently down because of this update. We will be getting them back up ASAP as well. It should not be too long to do that, so hang tight. It should be done by the time this video is seen in the morning for a lot of you viewers. Hopefully we'll see. Anyway, I'll be announcing it in my community tab on YouTube for when everything is fixed, and on Discord as well. So if you guys are in either of those sections, you'll be able to see when everything's back to normal, up and running, so you'll be able to resume trading for your Walking Wakes or any of your shiny Scarlet exclusive paradoxes this week. Thanks for watching as always. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.